Hi, this is Ian McKenzie from Tech Confidence. In this video, which is another video on widgets available in iOS 14, I'm going to talk about how to add a stacked widget. Now, as I've mentioned previously, a widget is just a container for an app. On the stacked widget, it can actually contain many different apps, and each of those apps by default displays a certain type of information. So how do we go about adding a stacked widget to one of our screens? On the iPhone, you can add it to any screen. You can't do that on the iPad. So I've got the iPhone in front of me, and you'll notice here I'm on a fairly blank screen. I've got three screens, as you can see by the dots down here, and where the dot's solid shows which screen I'm on. All I do is I just press and hold on blank space, and we need to come up here where the little plus button is and tap that. Now what we can do, instead of having to scroll all the way down, we could tap in the search box here and we could just start to type in stack. Hang on, stack. Okay, there it is. It's actually called the Smart Stack. All right, once you see that, just tap it. This is where we get to choose the size of the widget. So this is the smallest size, and as you can see with the three dots down the bottom there, we've got another two sizes, and we just swipe to the left and we can see the next size. That takes it all the way across the screen. If I wanted a super large one, I could go with that. I'll come back up here and I'll choose this particular size. So I just add that widget, and there it is. Tap the screen again, takes it out of wiggly mode. Now, if I scroll, you can see the dots on the right hand side of that. Tells you how many different apps I've got in here. How do you actually change what apps are in here? Let's first talk about how you remove the apps. You press and hold on the widget itself, and then you'll see Edit Stack is the one we want. Tap Edit Stack, and here are the apps contained within that widget. So these little handles down here mean we can actually move the position of this app within the stack. Now, from my experience, it doesn't work terribly well, because even though I might move these things around, when I have a look at the finished app, it doesn't seem to make much difference. You could play around with that yourself. They might improve that with another update. But let's say I don't want this drafts app and the drafts list in here. These are all related to one particular app. So I don't need multiple things in here showing me different aspects of this app. I'm going to remove this one, for instance. If I just swipe from left to right slowly, it'll show the delete button. Just press delete and it removes it. Now it's not deleting the app, it's just deleting the app from this widget. And I'll do the same from the lists. So I move it to the left and delete. They're now gone. And in total, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this stack. Okay. Let's say I want to remove pillow. It's just a way to measure your sleep. I move that and delete it. Okay. Now, if we want to have a look at what's happened, we can just click the X in the top right hand corner here, or tap the X, and then we can scroll through just by scrolling up, and you can see now from the dots on the side we've only got 4 apps in there. Okay, and you just get your finger on it and move up there. Let's say I want to add a calendar widget in here. Now what you have to do with this Smart Stacked widget is you have to first create the widget, drop it on your screen, and then drag it into the Smart Stack. So I'll show you how we go about this. Once again, we'll press and hold in a blank space on the screen here, and we'll come up here to the top left and we'll tap that. And I know what I'm after, so I'm going to type it into the search box here. And there it is. I tap the calendar, and then I've got my different sizes. I want this size, so I'm just scrolling through from left to right to see the size I'm after, and I like that, so I'll add the widget. Okay, so I'll take it out of wiggly mode now by just touching the screen. Press and hold until it goes into wiggly mode on a blank part of your screen. Then grab the app with your finger and touch and hold, and then drag it over the top of the Smart Stack. Now it's in the Smart Stack. When you're done, just tap the screen again or tap the button in the top right hand corner here. And now you can see the calendar as part of the Smart Stack. Summary of what we just did: we had to add a new widget by pressing and holding the screen to go in wiggly mode. Then we had to come top left here, press the plus button, and then I typed in the app that I wanted. Once we did that, it appeared on our screen. Then what I had to do is press and hold the screen again and drag the newly created widget into the Smart Stack, which we now have at the top of this screen. I hope that's clear and I haven't confused you too much. Okay, that's how you add a Smart Stack, and that's it. Thanks for watching.